Hi, I'm FB and this is TM News, March 11th, episode 83, beginning with the latest results. And first off, ZeratoR Cup was the big happening this previous week. On Saturday, over 400 players decided to participate, and eventually this number would go down to 4 remaining players, those being the defending champion COMMUNITY, the current Tech World Champion called Junior, as well as Wally and Scrappy. Once ZeratoR started streaming the event, the number of viewers went up to an incredible 12,000 on Twitch, and the event was even trending worldwide on Twitter, which was nothing but amazing and a great promotion for TrackMania. As for the results, COMMUNITY, who had dominated his prior matches leading up to the grand final, was not able to come up to his normal standard and instead had to battle with an insane amount of landing bugs, which put him far behind everyone else in the ranking. Instead, Called Junior took the opportunity and won in a pretty convincing way, and with that got rewarded with €500. Second place would go to Scrappy, who took home €250, and then Wally placed at third ahead of COMMUNITY, but both players would get €125 as a prize. Following that, here's an update on the ongoing TM Masters Team Cup 2015. 3 playdays have occurred so far, and the first thing people will notice looking at the groups is that Team Dignitas are not topping their group after a loss versus Back to Business this past Sunday. But even with this loss, Team Dignitas will likely get through to the playoffs as top 2 will advance. As for the other groups, the current leaders are Team Hot, a new era community team, Team Alpha, Team Acer, a new era, Penta, and Against All Authority. 2 more playdays remain to be played in the group stage. To end the results segment, the grand final of the aAa Speed Mastership was played on Sunday as well, between Against All Authority and eSportsUnited. The match started with a 1 vs 1 between Kid for Against All Authority and Harry for eSportsUnited. Kid had the lead with 6-3, but Harry managed to come back and ended up winning with a 6-7 score. In the next sub-match, which was a 3 vs 3, it wasn't nearly as close as eSportsUnited won it with a 1-7 score. Against All Authority had to win the next sub-match, which was a 4 vs 4, and again had a 6-3 lead. But somehow eSportsUnited was able to again make a great comeback and took it home with a score of 6-8, and with that closed out the match as the winners of the tournament. Moving on to community news, where I got 2 track building contests to mention, beginning with the Imposter build contest. The concept for it involves authors trying to impersonate a chosen author's style. Whoever does it the best will get to pick the next author to impersonate. The first author to impersonate is Hotrod, and you got until April 12th to send in your track. More information is found in this topic. And to finish off the community news, the other track building contest I got is the RPG Spain Spring Cup 2015. This is the 3rd edition of the event, where the goal is to simply try and build as good of an RPG map as possible, which will then be ranked by the organizers based on certain criteria. You got until the end of May to build as good of a map as you can. Check this topic for all the requirements that you need to follow. Now for upcoming events. On Friday at 6 PM CET, Kripke will be hosting a subscriber battle. This is an event played in TrackMania United Forever using NVMix with Stadium car physics or just Stadium, with the format being multi-lap played on tech or speed maps. No registration seems to be required to participate, so simply just join the server if you want to play. Learn more about it on Kripke's website. Every Saturday, TMX and MX are hosting knockout races played on various maps. 3 knockouts are organized, with the first one starting in the morning at 10:30 AM CET, and the next one is at 9:30 PM CET. Then if you're hungry for more, there's also a knockout for United starting at 11:30 PM CET. In the description below, I'll link to more information. Lastly, 24-hour Road will take place from March 21st to 22nd and is hosted by DDE. The end of registration is getting closer as it's set to Thursday, March 19th. So if you're thinking about signing up a team which have to consist of 2 to 5 players, make sure to do so in the near future. To keep yourself updated about this special event, check out the official website or Facebook page. And that's all I had for this week. Thanks everyone for watching, remember to rate and comment on this video if you want, and I'll see you next time.